Hello, my friend. Please allow me to call you a fellow traveler. Tonight, we won't talk about success, goals, or plans. We will talk about the most intimate things, the things that only appear when the door is closed and the lights are out. How long has it been since you allowed yourself to be tired? How long has it been since you heard the silent cry of your own soul? This conversation, I call it a postcard sent from late at night. It's not meant to be sent far away, but rather back to your own self, the person carrying too much responsibility. Because I understand just how heavy this adult role is. It demands that we always be fine, always be strong, always have the answers. But tonight, let's temporarily take off that armor. Sit down, take a deep breath, and let's look straight into the cracks in the night. You know, the most brutal moments for an adult rarely happen in a conference room or in front of a crowd. They happen at p.m. or 3 a.m. That's when you finally lie down, and suddenly, the exhaustion, not physical, but spiritual, takes over. All day, you were a masterful artist in the art of concealment. You smiled, you solved problems, you shouldered everything. You were a hero. But when facing your own shadow in the mirror, what do you see? Sunken eyes, a weary shoulder, and a sigh that sounds like a flat tire. That feeling is the freezer named responsibility. You are not allowed to be sick, not allowed to rest, not allowed to collapse, because too many people are relying on you. You have to be strong, not because you want to, but because you must be strong. Does this sound familiar? That night when you had to muffle your sobs into your pillow, afraid your cry would wake someone, or afraid you'd have to explain your nameless sadness. That sorrow has no clear cause. It is merely the accumulation of endless days spent trying your best. This is when the first crack appears, called not enough. You always feel indebted to something, indebted financially, indebted for time with your children, indebted for an apology to your parents, indebted for success to your own youth. You constantly ask yourself, whose life am I living? Is it truly mine, or just the perfect version others want to see? And the answer is often cold, not yet, never enough. Let's talk about the second crack, disconnection. We are living in the most connected era in history. Facebook has thousands of friends. Your phone has a long list of contacts. But I ask you, on the night you truly break down, do you dare to call anyone? The harsh truth is, you are too afraid of burdening others. You are afraid to explain. You are afraid to hear. What's there to be sad about? Or just snap out of it. So you slam the door shut. You put on your headphones. You play music. And you lock yourself in your own little black box. The loneliness of adulthood is not the absence of people, but the fact that there are many people around you, yet no one truly understands what is happening inside you. Do you remember the words we have silently regretted? This is the third crack. The times we snapped harsh words at loved ones just because of work pressure. The times we missed opportunities because we were too afraid to fail. The words we wanted to say to those who are gone but didn't get the chance. It's not the major events. It's the small fragments, but they constantly gnaw, tormenting us. We are often very good at forgiving others, but we are the most brutal enemy to ourselves. I understand that feeling. The feeling of having taken the wrong path. The feeling of having lost the brilliant self of your 20s. And now, only a tired, cautious version remains. If you are nodding, I want to tell you, you are not alone. I understand. I have been there. And millions of other adults are going through the exact same nights. But my friend, the night cannot last forever. And light does not always come from the outside. People say, the crack is where the light gets in. I don't want you to hastily patch up those cracks. I want you to look closely at them. Because those cracks, those weaknesses, are the most vivid proof that you have fought. You are not weak. When you cry, you are bravely admitting that you are a human being, not a machine. Today, do the opposite. Stop chasing other people's definitions of enough. You are enough. That small stability, that imperfect family meal, that job that isn't world-changing, that is the real life. Accept it and find peace there. Allow yourself to rest. If you are too tired, say, I am tired. If you need help, say, I need you. True maturity is when we realize we don't have to carry the whole world alone. Don't blame the exhausted person in the mirror. Look at that person with the kindest eyes. Place your hand on your chest and whisper, "You have done so well, truly, so well." If this were a real postcard, I would wrap it in serenity and send it to you. The content of this postcard needs no embellishment, only a brief message. I understand the burdens on your shoulders, the sleepless nights, and the times you pieced yourself back together. Do not be afraid of your imperfections. They are what make up your story. Thank you for being brave enough to listen and acknowledge the cracks in your soul. Remember, you are not alone. Take a deep breath and gently set everything down. I wish you a peaceful sleep and a lighter tomorrow.